burning, going down, chasing you like those goodbye taillights. Headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town. Chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon. Chasing that you and me, I only see in my review. Till I'm laying here tonight, holding someone new. Still chasing you, still chasing you, still chasing you, still chasing you.
Fever dream high in the quiet of the night. You know that I caught it. Bad, bad boy, shiny toy with a price. You know that I bought it. Killing me slow out the window. I'm always waiting for you to be waiting below. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. What doesn't kill me makes me want you more. And it's blue, the shape of your body is blue. The feeling I got it is blue. It's cool summer, it's cool. That's what I tell 'em, no rules. Unbreakable heaven, but it's cool summer with you. Hang your head low in the glow of the vending machine. I'm not dying. We say that we'll just screw it up in these trying times. We're not trying. So cut the headlights. Summer's a knife. I'm always waiting for you just to cut to the moon. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes, and if I bleed, you'll be the last to know. Oh, it's blue. The shape of your body is blue. The feeling I got it is blue. It's cool summer. It's cool. That's what I tell 'em, no rules. Unbreakable heaven, but it's cool summer with you. I'm drunk in the back of the car, and I cried like a baby coming home from the bar. Said I'm fine, but it wasn't true. I don't wanna keep secrets just to keep you. And I snuck in through the garden gate every night that summer just to seal my fate. And I scream for whatever it's worth. I love you, ain't that the worst thing you ever heard? He looks so pretty like a devil. It's blue. The shape of your body is blue. The feeling I got it is it's cool summer. It's cool. That's what I tell 'em, no rules. Unbreakable heaven, but it's cool summer. I'm drunk in the back of the car, and I cried like a baby coming home from the bar. Said I'm fine, but it wasn't true. I don't wanna keep secrets just to keep you. And I snuck in through the garden gate every night that summer just to seal my fate. And I scream for whatever it's worth. I love you, ain't that the worst thing you ever heard?
Hey Monster Jam fans, you know that to be the best, you've got to beat the best. That's why I love BKT tires. Whether you're working in the fields or doing extreme sports like me, BKT tires are a winning formula. My BKTs are rough enough and tough enough to get me through any competition. When it comes to strength and power, nothing else compares. Take it from me.
Hey Monster Jam fans, Bryce Kenny coming to you from inside Great Clips, getting ready to get this mohawk right. But I need you to get your phones out right now so you don't miss out on a great offer from Great Clips. Scan the QR code to make sure you get $2 off on your next Great Clips haircut. Looks great, feels great. See you guys soon.
Tape, total tape. Easy, fast. You taped it. Totally taped it.
Total Tape, the construction adhesive tape, features an exclusive mesh reinforced formula for instant grab and permanent hold.
Let's try it. You totally taped it. Wow, you nailed it. I mean, you taped it. You totally taped it. Taped it.
Taped it.
Taped it.
Ask for Total Tape, the construction adhesive tape.
Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Roar into Monster Jam stunts like never before. New Monster Jam Thunder Roar's drop playset. Whoa, over 6 feet tall. Here comes Thunder Roar's. Speed down the mega ramp. Huge jump. Switch stunts and drop in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Dragon front flip. El Toro Loco corkscrew. Thunder Roar's drop from Monster Jam. Other trucks sold separately. Adult assembly required. Batteries not included.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside beautiful Amalie Arena for Monster Jam. My name is John Sapanaro. Kay Young will be along shortly. And of course, if you've been coming to Monster Jam here in the great city of Tampa for a very long time, you know about our rich history that dates back over 30 years. But this is the first time here today that we have been back in Amalie Arena since 2019, and we are absolutely thrilled to be here. And of course, so much has happened for your arena and for your Tampa Bay Lightning since the last time we were here. Not one, but 2 Stanley Cup championships. And earlier this afternoon, it was a banner day for the Gravedigger team and Weston Anderson as he captured his 4th overall event championship in a row, dating back to last weekend in Sunrise, Florida, and his 49th of the 2023 season. So that means that here tonight, he is going for big number 50. That's what's on the line for young Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. But of course, standing in his way is a field of 7 talented competitors and great Monster Jam superstars. We'll be right back with the start of Monster Jam Trackside.
Highway to the rock? Just got in my zone. You ready to rock? You ready to roll? I'm checking the clock. Just got in my zone.
Good evening once again, Monster Jam fans, and welcome into Monster Jam Trackside. I'm John Sapanaro alongside Kay Young, and here tonight we have 8 of the biggest superstars in our sport ready to compete for an overall event championship. Along the way, they'll be facing off in 3 competitions. Up first, we're going to see Monster Jam Racing, followed by the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, and then, of course, after halftime, we return with Monster Jam Freestyle. I'm going to be up here at the Monster Jam play-by-play desk, providing you all the information you need so you know exactly what's going on this track behind us. But the person working harder than anybody else here tonight is to my right, Kay Young. She's going to be down on the track, in the stands with all you Monster Jam fans, behind the scenes, in the crash zone, in the pits, anywhere you need to be.
Definitely, and I'll be definitely getting my steps in, but I don't know any more harder working people than the UNO-H technicians and crew chiefs. They're going to be working behind the scenes to ensure that all of our Monster Jam trucks, our drivers, are competition ready. So those are really the heroes that we're going to be watching tonight. But of course, like you said, John, I'm going to be giving you all those crucial updates from the back, and I'll be hanging out with our wonderful fans.
And like you said, it's the UNO-H technicians that are truly the unsung heroes, the lifeblood of Monster Jam. And let's start right there. Heading into our final competition this afternoon, we had 2 trucks that were broken. El Toro Loco had a transmission that went. His crew was able to get him back into the freestyle competition. But Zach Garner and Wildside, he was not quite as lucky. He had a busted spindle. They tried and they tried, but they could not make it back for freestyle. What did you hear from the Garners about Wildside?
Well, he was ready to go almost as soon as we were wrapping things up. As soon as we crowned our overall event champion, they said we were ready to go. And unfortunately, just time sometimes isn't on people's side. So with that spindle being broken, they also found that there were some issues with the knuckle, which is also kind of part of that whole component there as well. And so they had to fix that, which also prolonged that whole complicated series of events for him not to return.
And that's one of the things, and you talked about it so eloquently during the event earlier this afternoon, and it's something that these Monster Jam fans can look forward to if you see some truck breakage happen here tonight, is that sometimes what we think might be a quick fix for our UNO-H technicians, once they start taking things apart, once they start looking a little bit more closely, they find that maybe it's a little bit more complicated, or maybe an unrelated issue that is also broken inside that Monster Jam truck. And I've talked to so many drivers and technicians, I know you have too, where they say, hey, these are amazing machines, but sometimes it is a piece that is the size of a quarter that can disrupt everything that they are capable of doing.
Oh yes, most definitely. And we also talked to, not just the size of the piece. It might be a $5 piece. It might be a fuse or something like that that can really end a run. It can end, an overall event championship. It's so many just different key factors. And of course, you and I talk so much about the fatigue of trucks running the series that all of our Monster Jam drivers do. And of course, you and I talked about it earlier. The dirt is going to play a big component here. They're running those RPMs a little bit higher than what they would do at other dirt stages.
Absolutely, and we'll talk more about the conditions of the track and the dirt here in Trackside, and also as we get into tonight's event. But let's really quickly touch on the man of the day, the man of the hour, the man of the last 2-3 weeks, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, because he's got a personal career milestone on the line here tonight. He's going for overall event championship number 50 and 5 in a row dating back to last weekend.
Let's not also forget 115 competition wins as well. I mean, John, that is just amazing for this now second year Monster Jam driver. And I know, listen, he's the son of the legend, the icon, Dennis Anderson, but still, that's got to be a lot of pressure. And for him to be running the way he's running with those stats coming into the 2023 season and throughout now in the summer, fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. For the past 2 seasons, I've been on a series with his older brother, Ryan Anderson, that everybody here knows behind the wheel of Son of a Digger. And Ryan told me last year during Weston's rookie year, he said, you better watch out for this kid, because one day he is going to be better than all of us. And so far, he has certainly lived up to the billing. We'll see if he can get number 50 tonight. In the meantime, let's take a look up at the video board and see what you can expect here for the rest of Monster Jam Trackside. We're going to talk with Mitch Toluchka out on the floor. We're going to talk to Tony Oaks and John Zimmer Jr. up here at the Monster Jam desk. And then, of course, in the stands, we'll catch up with Zach Garner. All that and more coming your way here at Monster Jam Trackside.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
It's 100% the college experience I wanted, but in the trade I needed.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees in trades that are in high demand all across the country.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without UNOH.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local Cap dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done day after day.
Ring Power has the equipment you need when you need it, daily, weekly, or monthly. To rent, visit caprentalstore.com.
Let's go.
Get ready, LA. Monster Jam World Finals is coming to SoFi Stadium.
Oh, and he's got it! And there is Extreme Air. Off the container ramp. Yeah! Yeah, that's what you want to see.
We can't wait to compete in one of the hottest venues in the country.
It's gonna be epic.
Here this weekend at Monster Jam, our friends over at Texas Roadhouse want to make sure that everybody, not just our overall event champion, not just our racing and our freestyle winner, but every single person who's here in attendance leaves a winner. And that means each and every single one of you in the stands. And you know what? I hope even Monster Jam hosts like myself, I am going to text to enter. I'm going to text in 68984. I'm going to text Monster Jam to that number for the opportunity to get a free appetizer the next time I go to Texas Roadhouse. And if I can do it, that means each and every single one of you can do it. You don't have to look at me. Let's put it up there on the video board once again. Text Monster Jam. There you see it to 68984, and you will get a free appetizer during your next visit to Texas Roadhouse, courtesy of Texas Roadhouse.
In the ghettos of my mind, that was victory that I choose. Yes, my soul is blessed, the king is born. My mind confess I'm a bad, bad man. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me.
Well, I'm here with my new buddy Peyton, and we're hanging out here up in, let's see, section 129. And Peyton, how many times have you been here at Monster Jam? Twice, and you said you've been to the stadiums, and now you're here at Amalie Arena. So who are you going to be rooting for? I mean, you can see all of the Monster Jam trucks out on the floor, so which one are you going to be rooting for? Megalodon, and you have the really cool Megalodon mask, right? You've got to wear it. So what is your favorite snack that you're snacking on right now?
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy? You're going to put some in your mouth there. He didn't really want to talk anyways. You're going to put the cotton candy. Of course, all of you fans can grab your cotton candy up on the concourse as we get set to go throughout the rest of Monster Jam Trackside.
Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend. 'Cause I've been down so long that my crown and crown is getting. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend, legend, legend. King is born. Yeah, I told you before. Yeah, a king is born.
Well, I Like I mentioned at the top of Monster Jam Trackside, we have an unbelievably talented field of 8 superstars. But while we have a moment, I'd like to highlight 4 of them right here, right now. And right out of the gate, we have to talk about somebody that we've already mentioned a few times, and that is Weston Anderson behind the wheel of Gravedigger. 2-time Arena Series champion in just 2 seasons in Monster Jam. And along the way, he became the youngest person ever to win a series championship in Monster Jam. And like we talked about at the top of Monster Jam Trackside, he's going for a personal milestone here tonight. 50 overall event championships on the 2023 year, and of course 5 in a row dating back to last weekend. We'll see if Weston Anderson can achieve that here today. One of the competitors standing in his way is Elvis Lainez behind the wheel of El Toro Loco. Elvis Lainez finished in 2nd place on Arena Series West, but he brings with him a 76% winning percentage in Monster Jam racing on the season, which is one of the best in the entire sport. And last weekend, things did not really go his way. A lot of truck issues as he was shaking off the rust, being out of the seat for about 3.5 months. And some of those issues followed him to this afternoon, quite frankly, where he had a blown transmission, but he was able to make it all the way back for Monster Jam Freestyle. We'll see if he can finally put together a full event, a vintage Elvis Lainez event here tonight. Well, that remains to be seen. We'll turn our attention now to Jamie Sullivan, the woman behind the wheel of Monster Mutt Dalmatian. She's in her rookie season here at Monster Jam, but she has certainly shown out here in 2023. 9 donut competition wins, including 1 last week in Sunrise, Florida, and of course 4 freestyle wins on the year, including 2 weeks ago in Savannah, Georgia. Last but certainly not least, I want to talk about John Zimmer Jr., the man behind the wheel of Packer Fastener. Just Get Her Done 2. He is a silver medalist at Monster Jam World Finals from earlier this season in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Championship. He has 54 total competition wins on the year. Looking to add to that total, fell a little bit short this afternoon, but something for all of you fans to keep an eye on. This is the first time ever right here today, this weekend, that he is driving Just Get Her Done 2. So he's got a little bit of a rental as he is suiting up and filling in for Brandon Toluchka. Keep all of that in mind. We'll talk about the rest of our competitors coming up in just a little bit.
Monster Jam fans, you know that to be the best, you've got to beat the best. That's why I love BKT tires. Whether you're working in the field or doing extreme sports like me, BKT tires are a winning formula. My BKTs are rough enough and tough enough to get me through any competition. When it comes to strength and power, nothing else compares. Take it from me.
We went to the Monster Jam test grounds to show how the original Super Glue, now with Super Unix, can win any challenge. From small,
bond super fast, just 10 seconds. All set here.
To the extreme.
Let's see how strong it really is.
Yeah, let's see it lift 12,000 pounds.
The extreme power Super Unix adhesive is shock and vibration proof. So strong, it can lift more than 12,000 pounds. The original Super Glue, featuring Super Unix, the next generation of Super Glue.
Turn your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
It's 100% the college experience I wanted, but in the trade I needed.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees at trades that are in high demand all across the country.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without UNOH.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
Like John Saponaro said, he gave you a competitor rundown. So we're going to be talking to some of the key factors here in keeping these Monster Jam trucks running. And of course, we're going to also be talking to some of the superstars themselves. But right now I'm joined by Mitch Toluchka. He's the owner of MK Motorsports, which owns the Packer Fastener Just Get Her Done too, and of course the chassis over there for Megalodon. So Mitch, thank you so much for taking some time out to talk with us. I wanted to really dive deep into the dirt and the track conditions, because that first event that we had, we saw that this dirt really compounded, almost like baking flour. It really sat down heavy. And so I wanted to know, as a first generation driver, you were the original Just Get Her Done. How would you have maneuvered around this track yourself?
Oh, it's crazy. It's really loose dirt, but it's very moist. So when you come, like for racing, you come into straightaways, you really got to be ginger on the corners, because it's going to push you right out. There's no traction to hold you there. So really take it easy on the corners. But then when you get to the pod, you really got to hit it hard, because it's a really soft surface.
All right. So when we're talking about, your son is Brandon Toluchka. He drives the Just Get Her Done too. He's not with us right now, so John Zimmer Jr. is going to be taking over for him. And of course, your daughter, Michaela Toluchka, driver of Megalodon. So when you're out here wrenching and when you're giving them advice, especially when the track conditions change every time that there's a pass, what would you tell, say, Michaela?
Oh, just like I said, especially in racing, get hard on the straightaways, light on the corners. Keep it tight against that pod. That's where you get low score. The time keeps down. So same with the pod, though. You really got to hit that pod. Some of the obstacles are really hard and steep with the double logs and stuff like that. You really hit that hard, but then you got to lift at the end so it just don't shoot you straight up.
You are the 2023 Co-Technician of the Year. It was very emotional to watch you out there, because you could see the passion and the drive that you have as not only as a Monster Jam driver, but also as the father and the crew chief as well for your daughter and son.
Yeah, it's awesome to be around here. My wife's here this week, my youngest. Here I go again. But, it's awesome to be a family team sport. Monster Jam is awesome with us, and other teams, Gardner and stuff. You see all these teams in here. We work together, one giant family, but it's awesome. It's the greatest sport there is.
Well, congratulations to you on such a phenomenal season here in the 2023 season. Let's hear it from Mitch Toluchka. He is the owner and operator of MK Motorsports. And now let's throw it up to the Monster Jam desk with John Saponaro.
Thanks so much, Kay, but it is not just John Saponaro by himself. No, I am joined by two more of our superstars. We got John Zimmer Jr., who's driving Just Get Her Done too. We got Tony Oakes behind the wheel of Thunder Roaris. So, Tony, I'm going to start with you. Last time you were here in Tampa, things went pretty great for you. You captured your first career overall event championship, and you started off this weekend with a bang with a big racing win. So, Tampa's been pretty kind to Tony Oakes.
Yeah, but that's what I wanted to do. The last time I was here, got my very first event championship. I wanted to carry that momentum, build my legacy here in Tampa. I come out with a crazy racing win, with a crazy finish, with a nice stoppy moonwalk at the end of my racing pass, by accident, of course. But you know what? We want to do that again. We want to come out with the win. We come out second place in the event total points championship for the event. We want to come out on top today.
I love the confidence, Tony. You know that. John, you are in a rental this weekend. You're driving Packer Fastener Just Get Her Done too. We just heard from Mitch Toluchka. And I just want to ask you what the truck feels like now that you've had one full event's worth of competitions, racing pass, two-wheel skills run, freestyle run. How are you feeling in that truck?
I'm feeling 100% confident now. This afternoon's event, I kind of use that as a trial period. I haven't driven since July 1st at the World Finals. I had to knock off some rust, get used to a brand new truck. That thing is tight and right, man. It is awesome. That thing is dialed in 100%. It's just up to me to perform now.
Well, you mentioned Monster Jam World Finals from a couple months ago, July 1st. That was the last time you were in action prior to this afternoon, and it was a pretty good day for you. Silver medalist in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Championship. And look, I know everybody wants to go home with the gold. Everybody wants first place, but in your young career, you've already got some decorations, so that silver medal's got to feel pretty sweet.
That is amazing to me. Pretty high accolade to have in my career so far. I came into that event not even thinking if I was going to get up into the top three. I was sitting in the back, I was the last truck to go out there, and I was just watching everyone kind of struggle in that mud. It was playing a huge factor. I just went out there, did my thing, got that moonwalk off the trench box. I've never even hit a trench box before. I've never even done a stadium. I didn't even know how I was going to react. I just went by the seat of my pants. Was going for a backflip, kind of what Tom did last year, but mud kind of got me. I just shot up in the air. It was still pretty cool. Got me that silver medal. I'm just super pumped, and hopefully I can redeem that sometime in the future.
And then, Tony, of course, when we talk about Thunder Roars, we're talking about not only you, but we're also talking about your teammate, Colt Stevens. And obviously, he had a great day at Monster Jam World Finals, winning the Freestyle World Finals Championship. And this is a brand new truck. So him winning that puts the entire truck, puts the entire team on the map. What has it been like this season to rep for Thunder Roars?
You know, not just Thunder Roars, Earthshaker as well. You know, it's crazy to me that, you know, I went over to Germany during World Finals. We did a crazy event over there. I was in Earthshaker. Tristan England comes out on top at the World Finals with the Racing World Finals Championship in Earthshaker. I'm driving Earthshaker. I come back, drive Thunder Roars. Colt's got Thunder Roars, the World Finals Freestyle Champion. You know, it's a huge honor for me to be part of both of those teams and be able to represent those trucks.
And of course, no pressure on Tony Oaks, right? Just representing for 2 world championships. But before I let you guys go, Tony, something that you also always represent for is men and women in the armed forces. You yourself a combat veteran, and just take a moment and speak to what that means to you.
Man, it means everything. My first 6 years with Monster Jam, I drove a military tribute truck, Soldier Fortune Black Ops, and still, every time I hit this floor in that Monster Jam truck, it's for all those brave men and women out there that fight for the freedoms that we take for granted every single day right here in the good old USA.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr. and Tony Oaks.
So it's game day, and you need to get your hair in shape. Enter Great Clips. Our skilled stylists save your haircut details and clip notes for the look you love almost as much as your team. We got you, and you got this. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Monster Jam action gets real with the new Megalodon Storm RC. Attack any terrain, dirt, grass, snow. This shark dominates land and water. The new Monster Jam Megalodon Storm RC. Remote batteries not included.
Let's go. Get ready, LA. Monster Jam World Finals is coming to SoFi Stadium.
Oh, and he's got it!
And there is Extreme Air. Off the container ramp. Yeah! Yeah, that's what you want to see.
We can't wait to compete in one of the hottest venues in the country.
It's gonna be epic.
Just a few moments ago, we got to hear from the man behind the wheel of Thunder Roars, the one and only Tony Oaks. But while we have the opportunity, let's take a look behind the curtain and see what went into the making of Monster Jam's newest Apex Predator. Take a look at the video board.
Every year in Monster Jam, we try to give the fans something new. The inspiration of Thunder Roars really started with kind of asking from the fans, right? They've wanted a dyno truck for a long time. We wanted something that was different, something that was our own. So going into this decision to make Thunder Roars, we put a lot of different inspiration into different designs and different styles and looks at dinosaurs across the whole scope of dinosaurs, but we really wanted to incorporate some of the backstory that went into the creation of Thunder Roars. So with the red lightning that really went into the creation of this truck in the storyline, and so it started with Thundersaurus. We wanted something that really said dinosaur and metallic dinosaur, so putting the roar in the middle of Thunder Roars made a lot of sense. So once we have a design that everybody's really happy with, it really starts with creating that concept and getting that art design down. Once we have an art design approved, then we put it into a mold. Once the mold is made, then we can really get it out into a life-size form and try to put it on a truck. So once the mold is made and we actually have a body in the shop, then it goes into the decals and the painting. We really wanted something that spoke to the robotic nature of Thunder Roars and what it is, but we also wanted something that popped, right? So we wanted to keep with the metallic, hence the silver gray, and then we wanted something red and orange, very vibrant, to be able to make it stand out. When we were looking at the design of this truck, we wanted something that was different than what's out there. The mouth is a really big, important part of that. So during the pit parties, you'll be able to see an actual dinosaur with its mouth open. We wanted some scales, we wanted some spikes. Obviously the teeth are a very important part of Thunder Roars. Everything that goes into making this not just a dinosaur, but a robotic dinosaur, really kind of tie it all together. So selecting the drivers of Thunder Roars was really important. Keith Speller, who manages our driver program, did an amazing job of picking two driver athletes that would really come out and really own Thunder Roars. And that was really important to us, to have two drivers like Tony and like Colt that would really put their all into the truck. The most rewarding thing with Thunder Roars is really seeing the unveil. Knowing that the fans asked for a dinosaur truck, and we know that kids and adults alike love dinosaurs, we expect this IP and Thunder Roars and more Thunder Roars after that to be able to grow and be able to help Monster Jam grow into the future.
Well, we are hanging in the stands, of course, with all of our favorite Monster Jam fans, and I'm here now joined by Zach Garner, driver of Wildside. Zach, you know, I know it wasn't the finish that you wanted here in event number 1, some issues with the spindle, but what was the bigger issue that you ended up finding out?
You know what we actually tore into it in the back there, got loaded into the back during intermission, started tearing it all apart, come to find out the spindle was broke and all the spindle bolts, and pulled all the threads out of the knuckle. So we ended up having to change the knuckle, all that. We ended up having kingpin problems putting it all back together. We actually missed freestyle, which really was bad. But you know what? We got it all fixed up, ready to come out here and have some fun tonight.
I know you're definitely going to have some fun. And you know what? We were just talking to some of our fans here. You're only 22 years old. You've only been driving for 4 years. I mean, this is incredible for being so young to know what you want to do with yourself at 22 years old, to know where your career path lies. What has that been like for you and being part of Monster Jam at such an early age?
You know what? It's honestly been a dream come true. I still don't even know what I want to do with my life and my career choices. But you know what? Right now we're just flying up the seat of our pants right now, just having some fun out here, living some dreams. But I want to know something, Tampa. Are you guys ready for Monster Jam?
Jam fans, you know that to be the best, you've got to beat the best. That's why I love BKT tires. Whether you're working in the field or doing extreme sports like me, BKT tires are a winning formula. My BKTs are rough enough and tough enough to get me through any competition. When it comes to strength and power, nothing else compares. Take it from me.
Hey Monster Jam fans, Bryce Kenny coming to you from Inside Great Clips, getting ready to get this mohawk right. But I need you to get your phones out right now so you don't miss out on a great offer from Great Clips. Scan the QR code to make sure you get $2 off on your next Great Clips haircut. Looks great, feels great. See you guys soon.
Tape. Total tape. Easy, fast. You taped it. Holy taped it.
Total Tape, the construction adhesive tape, features an exclusive mesh reinforced formula for instant grab and permanent hold.
Let's try it.
You totally taped it.
Wow, you nailed it. I mean, you taped it. You totally taped it. Taped it.
Taped it. Taped it.
Ask for Total Tape, the construction adhesive tape.
Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Can you conquer the Big Air Challenge? Blast into big air. Try to reach the top. Ooh, so close. Take aim and launch. Boom! You hit the top and blasted the fireworks. Bring in the Monster Jam larger-than-life lineup. Switch the stunt. Gravedigger goes the distance with an epic long jump. Megalodon flies high. Long jump or high jump, Monster Jam trucks win. New Monster Jam Big Air Challenge. Other trucks each sold separately.
MAV TV is the official television home of Monster Jam, and what that means is every Saturday you get a double dose of Monster Jam action. Starting in the morning, we have classic episodes of Monster Jam, and then right in prime time, 8 p.m. Eastern, you can tune in to catch all new episodes of Monster Jam. It is the action from all around the country, stadiums, arenas, you name it. We have some of the best action on MAV TV. Check in with Scott Jordan, Leslie Mears, and the entire broadcast crew all season long, only on MAV TV.
Monster Jam is on MAV TV. Witness all-out racing, massive stunts, all the exhilarating.
That is how you throw it down.
And big air action.
Oh, that was huge.
See the best of Arena Championship Series East, Central, and West tours on the all-new Arena in 30. And get exclusive inside access to everything on Inside Monster Jam. Non-stop action, all in one place. This is a new era. This is Monster Jam.
Since it's the first time Monster Jam has returned to Amalie Arena since 2019, we understand that some of you might need a little bit of a refresher, and in fact, some of you might be here for the very first time regardless. So let's take a look up at the video board to see what you can expect here tonight with Track X.
Continue getting you ready for tonight's 4 competitions. It is time now for Track X, brought to you by Spin Master. Epic trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam. Our first competition is Monster Jam timed racing. We will start with one Monster Jam truck set at the starting line. After you see 2 amber lights, the final light will go green, and our driver will hit the throttle and begin navigating this challenging track against the clock. However, the race could be won with horsepower or with technical skill in the turns. That's where the skill, seat time, and precision of our driver will come into play. Each competitor has the option to take the turn in a smooth, wide drift, never taking their foot off the gas, or they will slightly pump the brakes and hit a tight, narrow turn, avoiding the obstacle and accelerating to the finish line. Next up, it's the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, where our superstars will attempt a 2-wheel maneuver to wow you, the judges, using only 2 of their 4 BKT tires. In this competition, you will see technical and combination moves combining skill, concentration, and balance to pull off some amazing maneuvers like stoppies, moonwalks, sky wheelies, poppers, and whatever new innovative trick the Monster Jam superstars dream up. While the amazing University of Northwestern Ohio technicians gear up our Monster Jam trucks for the second half of tonight's event, the high-flying freestyle motocross superstars will take to the skies. 4 riders will do a quick warm-up session, then we will jump right into the best trick competition. The skill and athleticism of our FMX superstars will be on display as they may perform knack-knacks, supermans, whips, and maybe even a backflip. Tonight's final competition is freestyle. Our Monster Jam drivers will compete for your score by performing the most dynamic freestyle run. The track tonight has 4 unique obstacles which can lead to some awesome maneuvers. Each obstacle is buried into a corner of the pod and can provide the driver a different look as they attempt to perform a run consisting of big air, momentum, and wow moments as they compete to earn the highest fan score by you at judgeszone.com. This has been Track X, brought to you by Spin Master.
Well, Monster Jam fans, you're going to be helping us score 2 out of the 3 competitions using judgeszone.com. And my friend Stella here is holding up judgeszone.com and what that screen looks like. So we're going to give you a chance right now to also walk through working this system. So log on right now to judgeszone.com on your smartphone, whatever device you brought. And then you're going to see that screen, and then you're going to put in the code TPA. So Stella, you can put in the code TPA. You hit submit, and you should only have to lock in that code 1 time as long as you don't log off of the web browser. And then, as you can see on Stella's phone, that is the screen that you're going to see. Now, that screen is going to be with you all evening long because you're going to be sliding this BKT tire up or down to the score you think our drivers deserve, and then you'll hit submit. So we're going to practice right now. Scoring right now. So Stella, pick your favorite number, whatever number you want. So you just slide the BKT tire up or down, and she picked 8. All right, so you're going to hit submit. All right, so all of you can pick your favorite number right now. We'll give you a couple more seconds to lock in your favorite number. You're going to see it tabulating right now. And then what's going to happen is it's going to be the average score from all of you fans that enter in your score, okay? Let's take a look at the video board. The score is 6.381. That is the average score from you fans. Now, John or I will let you know to when to start scoring, but of course, when you see those ribbon boards turn red, that means you'll have 20 seconds to lock in your score again at judgeszone.com. Don't forget the code is TPA. Make sure you hit submit and help us crown our overall event champion.
Sometimes this sucks to tell the truth. And I took it hard like people do. But I'm learning how to eat the fruit that is in season. Never thought I'd be a grown ass.
Bubba's 33 is also a sponsor of Monster Jam here this weekend in Tampa. And they also want to make sure that everybody here leaves a winner. And all you need to do, I know you just went through judgeszone.com, keep your smartphone out and you can text MVP, that is most valuable pizza, MVP, to 27728. And you will get a free pizza in your next visit to Bubba's 33. We're going to put it up on the video board, full screen, so that everybody has their opportunity. There it is again. Text MVP to 27728, and you'll get a free pizza next time you visit Bubba's 33.
Your passion into a career at the University of Northwestern Ohio. From high performance to automotive, diesel, and everything in between, you'll find a degree that will get you a job.
It's 100% the college experience I wanted, but in the trade I needed.
70% hands-on, no out-of-state tuition, and accredited degrees at trades that are in high demand all across the country.
Without the education, without being able to go out there and learn hands-on, I wouldn't be here without UNOH.
Learn more about your future at unoh.edu.
What's going on, Monster Jam fans? John Sapanero back here at the Monster Jam desk, but I am not alone. I am joined by our Grand Marshal of Monster Jam here tonight, WWE superstar Titus O'Neil. Titus, I know that you've been a part of this before. You've been at Monster Jam before. How cool is it to be back?
It's great to be back. As everybody knows, it's hot as hell outside. So to have it inside here at Amalie Arena is a great opportunity for more families to be able to participate, not have to worry about the weather, and see some amazing athletes do what they do. Just had a chance to spend some time with Weston, and he's driving Gravedigger, come from a great lineage, great family. Spoke to his brother Ryan earlier, and got a chance to do a little meet and greet with a couple of my friends. So today's going to be an exciting night. Second show of the day, sold out, and we're going to show the drivers what Tampa Bay is all about.
Man, you are dropping knowledge. I know that you're a Monster Jam fan, but you are a Monster Jam fan, and I love to see it. So, you know what? Is there something that you're looking forward to? Maybe there's a bunch of fans here who are here for the first time, and as the expert, is there something that you're looking forward to that these fans should be looking for?
Well, I wouldn't consider myself an expert on the inside because I've never been to a show inside of the arena. It's definitely a different course and more challenging, in my opinion, because it's tight quarters. They won't see the trucks go as high as they would see them at Raymond James Stadium, but they'll see some amazing feats being done. Obviously, everybody out here is competing for a prize at the end of the year, and so I would just say you're going to see the same excitement, especially for children. I see one child right now with his headphones on. I need to actually go get me a pair of those because it's going to probably be louder in here. But just get ready to kick back, have a good time, get yourself some refreshments. Some cotton candy I saw as well. I haven't had cotton candy in a while, so this would be a good night to do that. But just, enjoy the opportunity that we as people get a chance to do. Just 3 years ago, we couldn't do this type of stuff. So now, we got families from all walks of life, people from all walks of all backgrounds. Tonight's not about politics. It's not about religious beliefs. It's just about families coming out and having a good time, enjoying themselves, and you're getting ready to do that with some of the greatest athletes in this sport to do it.
You're being modest, man. You sound like an expert to me. The last thing I'm going to ask you is, I know you've done it before at Raymond James Stadium. You've never done it here at Amalie Arena. You've been the Grand Marshal before. Are you nervous?
No. Absolutely not. These are my people. If we were in Houston or Dallas or somewhere else, but Tampa's home, so they've heard me before on the news. They've heard me before in the stadium, so they've heard me before in this arena, pumping up the Lightning fans. Just heard me a couple of weeks ago with Monday Night Raw. So I'm going to do what I do and go and get me some food and enjoy the show.
We are looking forward to having you. We're so happy that you're back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Marshal for tonight's Monster Jam, Titus O'Neil.
Trucks, epic stunts, Monster Jam, the legendary Gravedigger like you've never seen before. New Monster Jam Gravedigger Tracks RC. Tank treads take on any terrain. Dirt, grass, rocks, snow, even water. Splash, speed, spray. You can dig into Monster Jam stunts in a whole new way. And take the stunts to the next level. New Monster Jam Gravedigger Tracks RC. Batteries not included.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local Cap dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done day after day.
Ring Power has the equipment you need when you need it, daily, weekly, or monthly. To rent, visit catrentalstore.com.
I only want good vibes around me tonight. No negativity in my life, just good vibes, that's what I like. So I don't need you raining on my parade.
Before we close out Monster Jam Trackside, I want to bring back Kay Young for one final time. Kay, you've had the opportunity to be in the stands with the Monster Jam fans. You've spoken to UNOH technicians. You've spoken to drivers. You got the dirt underneath your feet. What do you think is going to be the X factor here tonight for that overall event championship?
It's going to be the dirt, John. In my opinion, it's going to be how these drivers can really connect and move around this track. And I think for the drivers, especially going farther into the competition, is also for those drivers that are going to be one of the last drivers to drive on this track during especially Monster Jam Freestyle. They're going to have to play this a little bit differently. They're going to have to look at the track right before that light goes green to see how the track has sunk in, and I think that's really going to be the X factor.
I couldn't agree more. I think everything that we saw this afternoon is going to be amplified because it's only been, and our track construction crew is unbelievable, of course, but it's only been a few short hours for the turnaround. And I think one of the things fans really need to look for is specifically John Zimmer Jr. when it comes to Just Get Her Done 2 in the two-wheel skills challenge, because he went for a move that we don't normally see in arenas like this, Kay. And when I was talking to him off camera before our interview, he said he might just go for it again.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, he hasn't driven for a little bit, so to see him kind of refreshed, ready to go, but also he had to kind of test out the track here at event number one. And I think, honestly, all of our drivers really did, because as I explained earlier here at event number one, it's kind of like a sandcastle. It's kind of like that kinetic sand. So John Zimmer Jr., out of all of them, because he had the time off, he hasn't been able to really, have fun with the track and be able to really get his feet wet, so to speak, trying to get his rhythm back.
So, Kay, you're in the hot seat. You got to go first. You know how this works. Who's your pick for overall event champion here tonight?
Listen, I would love to actually pick Titus O'Neil because he was dropping knowledge, John, that I don't even think I was ready for. But since I can't pick him, I'm going to be going out with Elvis Linus, driver of El Toro Loco. Now, he hasn't driven, last weekend was his first time back since May 19th in Pensacola, Florida. So he had that time off, kind of like John Zimmer Jr. has. But I don't believe that he has also skipped a beat. He's just had some truck issues. We had the transmission change here in event number one. And so if that truck can really get itself together, I think we could see him on top.
I think it's a great pick, and I do got to let you know that Titus is still up here across from me, and when you picked him for overall event champion, he just kind of smirked over here, and I would love to see him drive a Monster Jam truck for sure, but no disrespect to any of our superstars, I'm not sure that Titus will fit in the seat of any of the existing Monster Jam trucks. We may have to get a bigger one for him, but it is a great pick. I'm going to go with somebody who has been literally unbeatable over the last 2 weeks, and that is Weston Anderson behind the wheel of Gravedigger. Why? because the streak speaks for itself. Going back to last weekend, he is on a pace for potentially 5 overall event championships in a row. He is going for the big number 50 here tonight. So I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to go at Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. One thing's for sure, whether you're right, I'm right, or neither one of us are right, these fans are in for one heck of an event. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this edition of Monster Jam Trackside. So welcome to the home of your Tampa Bay Lightning, and welcome to Monster Jam.
Woo! It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. We're bringing the noise. Go, baby, we bringing our toys. Separate men from the boys. Chopper be singing, she'll be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick, boom. Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds hiding. Want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's going quiet. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ape, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom. You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me?
Monster Jam fans, we are about to begin opening ceremonies, and we ask that you all take out your cell phone and light them up as we pay tribute to our active military, veterans, first responders, and frontline workers.
Tampa Monster Jam was built right here in the USA, and we are truly fortunate to live in the greatest nation on earth, and we celebrate its strengths, freedom, resilience, and innovation. We are the United States of America!
Three favorite colors, not just one, not just two. I got 3 favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. They say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got 3 favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue. My favorite road is red dirt. Yeah, I love my big sky blue. I paint my picket fences white, and I got me a front porch view of a flag out in the front yard, just a blowing me.
Presenting our colors, the MacDill Air Force Base Honor Guard. Singing our national anthem, please welcome Morgan Lash.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and the home of the brave.
Where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got 3 favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue. This song's for the home of the brave, for the land of the free. We're gonna sing it one more time on the count of 1, 2, 3. I got 3 favorite colors, not just 1, not just 2. I got 3 favorite letters, and let me spell them. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. When I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster
Tampa Bay, this is Monster Jam.
It's a creation story only Monster Jam can tell. 2 unidentified Monster Jam technicians have gone rogue and opened a secret facility